This is brought to you by Mercedes-Benz Daimler. Alright, let's get the keyless entry going from here. Oh, she's unlocked. Alright. Awesome. Kind of give an overall just the way this car looks inside. Pretty damn nice. Good condition. I kind of want to show off the way it looks because I think someone could see how well maintained the vehicle is based on its appearance and the number of miles that are on it. So I am trying to sell the drivetrain. Here is complete. Even this, which I'm keeping, I want to put a gauge pod in there then, so eventually, but even that I want to keep. I don't mind selling the seats. Actually looking at some AMG seats. Try to keep it flavorful. I don't know yet if I want to do anything like that, but just want to kind of show off how the car looks for someone who's potentially looking to buy the drivetrain. I have videos of it running already. Just kind of want to show off how it looks. Doors open. Lambo doors? No. Never happened. Can't tell you, under the hood, the only presence you're going to see is that, unfortunate, the hood pad, which, we'll get to that. Let's swap an engine in it first. The $50 hood pad will make it look better. I do think I'm going to have to cut a hole in the hood somewhere around here. Just like the other one online. Basically, the engines are very, very similar. The same exact displacement, same exact cylinders, same exact routing for coolant hoses, power steering hoses, exhaust. Everything's the same. Not much modification. ABS, they're getting it out of here. But besides that, use the inline pump from the factory. So I had some plans with fuel. But this hood, like I was saying, for turbo, for the heat, I'm not cutting the heat shields off the bottom because I just want to show how clean it is under here. I mean, there is no anything that this car drips or leaves behind. It is fucking minty. But I don't want that, I don't want to deal with it. With the current drivetrain, it's great, but I don't want it. I'd rather have a 2JZ, no shit. But yeah, something in the hood here, probably be like here, maybe like the scoop, kind of like a GTR has cut out of here, to kind of give some more for the turbo on here, or turbos. Not sure which route I'm going yet, if I'm going to be more stock or not, but yeah, I want to sell this drivetrain, so we need to get this the hell out of here. That's the goal. As I showed in the other pictures, detailed pictures, there's absolutely no rust on this vehicle at all. I mean, this is what you're seeing, the surface rust on the exhaust manifold, but you can even see like the engine mount and even your frame rails. Nothing. It's a North Carolina car. This is clear coated in the back actually, and I called this gentleman to ask him about the car. Jim Russ, Wallace, North Carolina. It was repainted. It was lightly tapped in the rear here. There's a chip, and this taillight had a little crack in it, which I replaced the taillight assembly, and you can kind of see in the trunk lid there's two faint marks, but hey, can't really beat it. I'm just looking to get that taken care of, and this is clear coated, unfortunately, but I have plans I have something cut out of vinyl I'm going to put there to kind of cover it up in the meantime until I could get a spoiler or do something else different. If I were to do a spoiler, the only one I would consider is the factory AMG. It's kind of like a lift duckbill. Looks pretty cool. I mean, I do like the aggressiveness of the rear of the body already, but this car, though, is not going to be my daily driver, but when I have the drivetrain out of it, I am going to put on the lift and I am going to fully undercoat the entire body, because days like today, out in Erie, where there's some salt on the ground, you know, and it's just raining, why not be able to take this shit out? You know, I think I'm one of the youngest owners of one of these, and I want to be able to drive it anywhere, and if it already has no rust, I want to preserve it and prevent future rust from happening. So that's really my goal. So let's close this hood. Hopefully this will help get this thing sold. As you back up from it, it is very sweet. I love this car. I'd love to have a twin turbo Supra, but I can't afford that. This car, though, kind of fell in my lap, so I need to do something with it, and if it means making it my own special Supra. Supras are rare, but not as rare as a R129 300SL with a 2JZ in it, so and this thing's built tough. I'm sure I could get on it with the hard top off and the convertible top down, and nothing's happening to this body. These were one of the last few hand-built German cars, and the quality evidently shows, being it's a 1990. So let's video that, and I'll go ahead and lock her back up. It's pretty cool. The locks actually work off of air. There's an air pump here on the right-hand side, passenger side. As to the top, I have to manually put the top down. I have to rebuild the hydraulic cylinders. That's pretty much, I want to keep the top. I do want to keep the soft top. The other one online, the only other one that they did, the 2JZ, he removed all the top elements. Obviously for weight, this thing weighs 4,000 pounds, but I want to be able to drive it. So, I mean, if I'm driving it and it's going to rain, I want to just be able to put the soft top up. So I'm working on getting that part restored. It costs $50 a cylinder to replace. There's a rebuild send away fee, and essentially I would just send them away one at a time. There's 11 total. They say as you replace like them in pairs, you'll see things start, it'll make the next one leak, and so on and so on. So I will have to replace all of them. However, I can do it a little bit at a time, you know, over the course of, 3 to 6 months, and then have an operating top again. Right now it does work perfectly fine, manual mode. If it sort of start raining and I was driving, I could get on the side of the road, at least get it mostly covered until I could get the top secured. And if it meant like I could get under it, like an awning or something, or carport or whatever, if I just had enough time, it probably would take me about 5 to 15 minutes, depending on the ease of use. It's not exactly practical, but hey, it's better than getting soaked in the car. I can at least find somewhere, get to a closest car wash, and put the top up. I think that's pretty reasonable, and especially with this new engine in it, it will be getting to the car wash very quickly then. But yeah, the air pump that's in here, back to that, it completely controls all the locks. It has these secret compartments in the doors where you can lock things up, as well as the center console here, and this the armrest. It all locks, all in sync. So when I hit the button, since it's air, you could hear it go the whole way around the car. Besides the wheels, which are like milli-miglas, I'm not sure if they're reps or not. Most likely they're reps, because milli-miglas are pretty expensive, but they look just like them. And I'm down with the 5-star. They're period correct wheels. That is pretty much the only modification, as well as the radio that's in there blinking. That's out of a newer SL. I think more of a 96 and newer, so it has a CD player. But yeah, that'd be pretty much. Oh yeah, one other thing, I had it outside the other day. I did not put this top up correctly. I'm gonna have to go at that again. I had the drains pointed in, so it was like dribbling water down the sides. I didn't know which way they went. Now I do know, so I will be taking that hard top off again and readjusting for once I'm ready to make this 100% roadworthy. It will be licensed as a classic car at the end of the day, and that will avoid state inspection, and also then I could run with the super engine. I still have the same displacement and everything, and I could still run no cat. Cat would not be required because it's not required for inspection. So, hey, hopefully, I think this car could help help my channel rock out a little more. And of course, the video would be complete with my real car, my toy car, my real car, my toy car. Now, the toy car is 89. That was only available overseas, so not US spec. You can see in here it actually has a manual transmission, which I'm hoping this will be eventually someday. And it's a SL 800, which never existed. This is kind of like a cheap China model, but the real car models of it cost like, the closest one I could get was like $250, and then I ain't paying for that. This one I think was like 18 bucks. So anyway, those are actually the stock wheels that came on the car. They wouldn't be chrome, but they would be like a silver finish. But yeah. My real car, my toy car, my real car, my toy car. Do you even stance, bro?